Visit us on the web at nilfisku.com. Nilfisk University is the cleaning equipment industry's most comprehensive web-based training and interactive learning resource. Your degree in success is just a click away at Nilfisk University.
Welcome to Nilfisk University, where excellence is attained through active learning. This training module provides use and care training for the SW5500 Rider Sweeper platform, which is available in both the Advanced brand in the Americas and Nilfisk brand in other parts of the world. This sweeper machine provides high productivity, ease of use, and the small footprint of an overthrow platform sweeper with the performance of a direct throw sweeper, and will maintain excellent sweeping and hopper loading performance even after the main broom has worn down. This training module will provide an introduction to the SW5500 and the steps to daily prepare and use the machine productively, and the daily routine maintenance steps to maintain optimal performance. The SW5500 is available in battery-powered and engine-powered platforms. This training covers all power configurations. Where there are differences between the use and care based on machine configuration, the differences will be explained. This module is not intended to replace the operator's manual that ships with the machine. Please read, understand, and follow all safety and operating instructions in the operator's manual. Doing so will ensure years of safe operation and optimum performance from your machine. After successfully completing this module, you will be able to explain SW5500 components and their function, describe items that should be inspected before use, describe how to inspect the main and side brooms, explain the steps necessary to start the sweeping system, describe how to efficiently and safely sweep, understand the broom's often neutral functionality, describe how to adjust the main broom height, explain how to remove and replace the main broom, describe how to properly store the machine at end of shift, explain how to fill and maintain the optional DustGuard system, and list daily and routine maintenance items. Training outline. This training will begin with an introduction of the available configurations and the machine components and features. We will then cover the daily use and care steps, which you will follow for a shift of cleaning, including machine setup and cleanup of the machine after a shift of cleaning. We will conclude with a review of routine maintenance steps. The SW5500 is available in a number of power configurations in battery, engine, and engine hybrid. For the vast majority of the mechanical design and operation of the machine, the systems are the same with each configuration, with minor differences beyond the obvious difference of engine versus battery. Looking at the different platforms, there is a battery-only platform which has all systems operated and powered electronically from the batteries which reside in the compartment beneath the operator seat. For engine configurations, the units will have batteries replaced by a Honda engine for LPG or Yanmar engine for diesel. The fuel tank for the LPG machine is located on the back of the machine on a bracket. The diesel fuel tank is located next to the engine. Engine-powered machines may include a hybrid option that replaces a simple engine starter battery with a higher capacity set of batteries that allow the engine unit to run and clean for a period of time with the engine off and have the batteries recharged by either the engine or via an onboard plug-in battery charger. Overview of components and features of the SW5500. Looking at the machine from the front left corner, the stylish SW5500 design consists of a non-marking front wheel that provides propulsion and steering for tight maneuvering. Two large non-marking rear wheels provide operators with a smooth ride. Front column with steering wheel and dashboard. The operator area details will be further explained just ahead. Comfortable operator seat that can be adjusted fore and aft to meet operator's comfort and body size. Main broom access door. Side brooms. The unit is shown with optional left side broom. DustGuard spray nozzles. Part of the optional DustGuard side broom dust suppression system, which uses water mist to suppress side broom generated dust. LED headlight is standard. Removable side panels that can be removed for greater service access. Engine or battery compartment hood beneath which resides the batteries and/or engine. The front skirt lifting pedal is used by the operator to capture light debris that is caught in front of the main broom while sweeping. Brake pedal with its neighboring parking brake lever. Accelerator pedal controls machine speed. Forward or reverse direction is selected on the dashboard. The hopper is a variable height high dump hopper shown here in the raised position. Looking at the rear of the machine, the vacuum system rear hood shown here in the raised position includes the vacuum fan and filter shaker system, dust control panel filter for removing swept dust from the dust control airflow, optional DustGuard water fill port with port cap. With the battery engine compartment hood opened and right side panel removed, you can see the hood safety prop rod to safely hold the hood open. Battery and hybrid engine system compartment depending on the machine configuration you have. For hybrid machines, you will find both an engine and battery in this compartment. Fuel tank for engine units. For diesel units, the fuel tank is located inside the hybrid engine system compartment next to the engine. For LPG units, the LPG tank is located on the back of the machine. Hydraulic pump used for the hopper raising and dumping process. This is the only hydraulics within the machine. An engine kill switch that will only be present for hybrid engine units. This allows the user to switch from cleaning with the engine power to kill the engine and continue cleaning with battery power in noise or odor sensitive areas. Operator interface and controls. The main control panel, which resides behind the steering wheel, consists of the ignition key, vacuum fan for dust control on and off button, timed filter shaker activation button, side broom on and off buttons, one for the right side broom and a second for the optional left-hand side broom. Side broom speed adjustment buttons allowing you to change the side broom rotations per minute to optimize sweep performance and minimize dust. One-touch sweep system activation button which activates full sweep system and dust control. Display screen which provides key information about machine condition. Safety horn button. Hopper raise and lower buttons used to raise and lower hopper for dumping debris. Hopper dump button tilts the hopper to release captured debris when hopper is raised. Hopper return button returns hopper to the sweeping orientation after dumping. Maximum speed adjustment button allowing adjustment of maximum transport and sweeping speed for the machine. And reverse direction button. The side control panel resides just left of the operator's seat and consists of the DustGuard system activation button. The machine includes a hopper raise and lower safety interlock button. This button must be pushed in order for the hopper control buttons on the main control panel to function. Front headlight button activation. Emergency stop button, which turns off all machine functions when pushed. Turn button to reactivate machine. If your machine is equipped with optional USB charging socket, this is where that option will be located. Main broom height adjustment knob located near the right side of the operator footbed. Before beginning a sweeping shift with the SW5500, the machine must be properly prepared for use. If the SW5500 was properly stored, as will be covered later in this training, you will find the machine at the beginning of the shift in the following manner. If the machine is a battery machine, as shown here, the battery connector should be connected to the battery charger, leaving the batteries fully charged after charging overnight. If the machine is an engine hybrid machine, the onboard charger located just above the seat should be plugged into the wall outlet. Engine-only units will not need to be plugged in. Machine should be reasonably clean with an empty hopper. Connecting the battery for battery machines. Disconnect the battery connector from the shelf charger cord connector and connect the battery connector to the machine connector as shown. Lower the seat panel into the operational position by releasing the safety prop rod. For engine hybrid units, unplug the onboard charger cord from the wall outlet. Wrap and store the cord in the provided location next to the onboard charger as shown. Broom inspection. The brooms are what do the cleaning action on a sweeper, so must be in good condition for proper sweeping results. To see and inspect the main broom, raise the hopper and inspect the broom from the rear of the machine. To raise the hopper, first start the machine by placing the key into the key slot and turning clockwise until the display lights up for battery machines or the engine catches for hybrid machines. Then simultaneously press the hopper interlock button on the side control panel and the hopper raise button on the main control panel. This machine uses a safety interlock system to assure hands are clear of the hopper arms when raising, lowering, and dumping the hopper. Once the hopper is raised, you can inspect and access the main broom. Note that the hopper has a fail-safe mechanism without a hopper prop rod, so it is safe to go under a raised hopper if you need to. Check all brooms for wear. The brooms should be replaced when a little more than half of the original broom bristle is gone, which is about 2 inches or 5 centimeters of bristle left for the main broom and 2.5 inches or 6.4 centimeters of bristle left for the side brooms. Remove any debris wrapped around the brooms. If debris is wrapped around the broom, cut it out now. If heavily wrapped, it may be necessary to completely remove the broom to clean it off. Broom removal is covered in the maintenance section of this training. Fully lower hopper when the broom inspection is completed. Broom height adjustment will be covered in the maintenance section of this training. The final inspection step is to give the machine a quick walk around and look for anything that looks worn, loose, damaged, or leaking or out of place. Address issues found with the machine before using for cleaning. Adjust the seat for comfort. Sit in the operator's seat. Release the indicated seat adjustment lever and adjust the seat forward or backward to find a comfortable position that allows you to easily reach the foot pedals. We are now ready to drive the machine to the area to be swept. Turn on the machine using the key switch located on the main control panel. Turn the key and release in the run position when the display screen lights up for battery units or when the engine catches for engine-powered machines. A startup screen will show for the first few seconds, including the hour meter and battery type that the machine is configured for. For battery machines or for engine hybrid machines, when you plan to run on battery only, verify that the machine has enough battery power to complete the planned sweeping tasks by looking at the display. The battery gauge is located in the upper right corner of the display after startup completes. If fully charged, all segments of the battery indicator should be filled in as shown. There are 2 pedals on the floor of the operator compartment that impact motion control, a brake with parking brake and a variable speed accelerator pedal like in a car. The brake pedal is typically only used in combination with the parking brake function, but can also quickly reduce the machine's speed if necessary. To engage the parking brake, press the pedal and engage the small lock to the bottom right of the brake pedal. To release, press the brake again. Make sure the parking brake is released before trying to transport the machine by pressing and releasing the brake. It is recommended practice to engage the parking brake each time you exit the machine. On the dashboard is a reverse direction selection button. The default is forward when you turn on the machine. When the reverse button is pushed, the machine will have an audio backup alarm sound and the display will show a reverse direction icon. The main control panel also contains maximum speed adjustment buttons indicated by the rabbit and turtle buttons. Pressing either button will adjust the maximum speed available for the machine. The display screen will show what level is available as the maximum speed. In this case, the absolute maximum speed for the machine is selected since all segments are lit. The SW5500 includes an operator presence switch. There's a switch in the seat that must be triggered by weight of an operator to allow motion to begin. If the machine does not move as expected when following these instructions, verify that the emergency stop is not triggered by twisting the button and releasing it. The emergency stop can also be pressed at any time to shut down all machine systems. The SW5500 may also contain a front headlight to help you see and be seen while transporting and cleaning with the machine. To turn the headlight on or off, press the headlight button on the lower control panel. If the headlight is on, a headlight icon will appear in the display as shown. If your machine is equipped with the optional DustGuard side broom dust suppression system, the DustGuard tank will need to be filled with clean tap water. The fill port for the DustGuard tank is located on the rear face of the machine. Drive the machine to a water filling location and fill the DustGuard tank to an inch or so below the fill port rim to prevent spilling while driving. Replace the fill port cap when finished filling. Activation of the cleaning system. Activate the sweeping and dust control systems by pressing the one-touch activation button on the left side of the main control panel. This will lower and activate the main and side brooms as well as the dust control system. The main control board display will always graphically display the machine's status. When the one-touch activation button is pressed, the display will look like this, showing the systems that are active, including, in this example, the main broom, side brooms, and dust control vacuum system. When the sweep system is not active, or if some other systems are turned off, they will not appear on the display, as in this example. The SW5500 is designed with brooms off in neutral, which means that the brooms and dust control system will only operate when the machine is in motion. This will reduce the chance of broom polish marks on your floor, as well as increase broom life, increase safety, and reduce noise when stopped. The sweep system will not operate while the hopper is raised. The display screen will show this image if the hopper is not fully lowered into the sweeping position. If brooms do not start as expected, verify hopper is fully lowered. To turn off the sweeping and dust control systems, press the one-touch button again. Broom height adjustment will be covered in the maintenance section of this training. After a short time of inactivity, the SW5500 auto shutdown timer will initiate to prevent batteries from getting depleted if machine is left on. Actual countdown time is configurable. During the auto shutoff countdown time, this image will appear on the display. Pressing the motion pedal or any button on the control panel will exit the countdown mode. The SW500 includes a front skirt lifting flap system. This is an operator-controlled flap located on the front edge of the main broom chamber that allows the machine to more easily collect large, light, and bulky debris like leaves or styrofoam packing materials. There is a pedal on the left side of the foot area that operates the flap. An operator should use their heel to activate this flap occasionally and momentarily and before each turn while sweeping forward to help capture light debris it may be pushing forward. A few sweeping parameter adjustments can be made while sweeping to optimize performance for an application. The SW5500 is designed with a vacuum-based dust control system. When you activate the sweep system, the vacuum dust control system will activate whenever the main sweeping system is active, unless you turn the fan off. The display screen will show a fan to represent the dust control vacuum system is active. The vacuum dust control button can turn the vacuum off for wet sweep bypass, providing the ability to turn off the dust control vacuum system to prevent the filter from getting wet while sweeping in wet areas. Preventing the filter from getting wet will increase the life of the filter and greatly improve dust control when sweeping dusty areas. Use the filter shaker on a regular basis and frequently in dusty areas to clean the dust control filter to assure proper dust control airflow. Press the filter shaker button to activate the 20-second timed filter shaker with multi-frequency vibration system. Side brooms can also be adjusted while sweeping. Side brooms allow cleaning along edges but may create unwanted fugitive dust. The display screen will show if the side brooms are active. Pressing either side broom button on the control panel will turn on or off the corresponding side broom and the display will be updated to represent the machine condition. Side broom rotational speed can also be adjusted by the two buttons between the side broom buttons. Select the best side broom speed for your application based on the sweeping speed, dust level, and type of debris being swept. When adjusting side broom speed, the display will show the current speed selected, maximum speed in this instance. Your machine may also include the optional DustGuard water mist-based side broom dust suppression system. A DustGuard system activation button is located on the lower control panel just left of the operator's seat. When DustGuard is active, the DustGuard icon will appear on the display as shown. The DustGuard system consists of misting spray nozzles, a single nozzle if a single side broom, or one for each side broom if dual side brooms, fill port for water reservoir, fill with clean tap water, and a pump with water filter, which are located behind the left side removable service panel. During sweeping, if the DustGuard switch is on, the DustGuard mist will start and stop with the main broom. If the misting tips do not spray a fine mist, they can be removed for cleaning. This is covered in the maintenance section of this training. If you have not used the DustGuard system in a while, or if the system has run dry, there may be bubbles in the line. If they do not purge on their own after a few minutes of operation, remove the yellow spray tip caps and operate until water flows freely from the hoses. To help maximize productivity and achieve great cleaning results, here are some sweeping tips. Plan out and use an organized and logical cleaning route to optimize your sweeping coverage. Keep a consistent overlap. About 2 inches of overlap is a good target. Use the dust control system to minimize fugitive dust emissions. Minimize backing up, since that can leave debris behind. Use the litter flap before each turn to help prevent losing debris on turns. Look behind you regularly to confirm the floor is being properly swept and that you are not trailing debris, which is typically an indication that the hopper is full. When should you stop and empty the hopper? It is a good practice to empty the hopper after each shift of sweeping to prevent odors and to have the machine ready for the next shift. You also need to dump when the hopper is full and you begin trailing debris behind the machine. You can inspect how full the hopper is at any time by raising the hopper high enough to allow you to see the hopper contents. To raise the hopper, you need to simultaneously press the hopper interlock switch on the lower control panel and the hopper raise button on the right-hand side of the main control panel. This machine uses a safety interlock system to assure hands are clear of the hopper arms when raising and lowering or dumping the hopper. The interlock button must be pressed for any of the 4 hopper activation buttons to function. Anytime the hopper is raised out of the sweeping position, the display screen will display this icon and an audible warning beep will sound. In addition, the transport maximum speed will be limited and the cleaning system will be disabled. The hopper can be emptied low or raised to a high dump position to dump into a dumpster, with maximum clearance height of up to 70 inches or 1.65 meters. Only raise and empty the hopper on level ground to avoid tipping. A built-in incline sensor prevents the machine hopper from raising on an incline. When ready to dump, back up the machine and put the hopper directly over the location where you plan to empty it. Press the hopper dump button and the interlock button together, which will allow the hopper to pivot down and empty its contents. The hopper clearance is lower when the hopper is in the dump position, so make sure to reset the hopper by pressing the reset button and interlock. Lower the hopper once clear of the dumping area by pressing the lower hopper button and the interlock button again. If the hopper is not rotated to its pre-dump position, the hopper will not lower down. Once the hopper is fully lowered, you are now ready to resume sweeping. While using a battery-powered SW5500 or an engine hybrid version, the battery level meter in the display will show the level of charge in the battery. For battery machines or for hybrid engine machines running in the battery mode, eventually the meter will get down to just one segment of battery level. When this one segment begins flashing, the battery is nearing fully depleted, so you should consider completing the cleaning activity and putting the machine back on charge to restore the battery power level. For hybrid engine units, you also have the option of starting the engine to continue working. If you continue to clean with the machine with a low battery in battery mode, the machine will eventually reach a battery power point where the cleaning systems will be disabled to protect the batteries from being over-discharged, which is harmful to them. This is the low power cutoff point. This display screen indicates that you have reached the low power cutoff point. You will still have the ability to transport the machine in this condition, so transport the machine, go through the storage preparation steps, and get the machine under charge soon, since batteries should be recharged after each day of use, especially if they are fully depleted, in order to maximize their life and performance. Getting batteries fully charged is important enough to maintain battery health that the hybrid version has a battery recharge needed screen that will appear as a reminder to provide a full charge to the batteries by plugging in the battery charger overnight. If this screen appears, you can continue using the machine with engine power, but cleaning with the battery power will not be available until the batteries have been plugged in and fully recharged. While using an engine-powered SW5500, when the fuel gets low, there will be an icon on the display that will appear to indicate the machine is low on fuel and you should plan to refuel soon. If your SW5500 machine is a hybrid engine configuration, you will have a battery level display on the display. With a hybrid machine, you can completely run out of fuel since once the engine shuts down, you will still have battery power available to finish sweeping and then transport to the refueling location. Depending on hybrid battery package configuration of machine, you will have 1/2 hour to 1 hour of sweeping operation time using only battery portion of the machine. Even if plenty of fuel is still available, the hybrid engine machines have the ability to run more quietly and without fumes for a limited time with the engine off, which can be useful for cleaning in noise-sensitive areas. To turn the engine off and clean with battery only with an engine hybrid machine, press and hold the white button on the side of the main control panel until the engine stops and then continue cleaning with battery only. To restart the engine, turn the ignition key again. Be sure to regularly recharge the hybrid batteries, since leaving them in a discharged state will reduce their usable life. Refueling will be covered in the maintenance section. Eventually, the area to be swept will be completed so you can clean up and prepare the machine for work the next day. Follow these steps to properly store the machine. Turn off the sweeping and dust control system by pressing the one-touch sweeping system activation button on the main control panel again. Cleaning systems will turn off and the main broom and dust control fan will disappear from the display screen. Clean the dust filter by pressing the filter shake button on the control panel. Empty the hopper as covered previously, and if wet debris was swept, wash out the hopper to prevent unpleasant odors or a buildup of debris. Transport the machine back to the storage and charging location. Inspect the brooms and remove any wrapped debris or replace the brooms if they are worn. Charge the batteries. This applies to battery and engine hybrid machines only and will be further explained in the next section. Wipe down the exterior of the machine to keep your machine looking new. After charging, the machine should be ready for the next shift of cleaning. To optimize battery life, batteries should be recharged each day they are used, even if not fully depleted. For battery machines, prop open the seat cover to access the battery compartment. Disconnect the battery cord plug from the machine and connect it to an appropriate shelf charger and allow to charge until complete. Engine hybrid machines have an onboard charger which is located just behind the operator's seat. The charger cord located next to the onboard charger should be unwrapped and plugged into a wall outlet and allowed to fully charge the batteries. While the machine is plugged in, all machine functions will be disabled and the display screen will show this message. The actual onboard charger looks like this. While charging, the indication LED of the charging status will flash. When fully charged, the LED will have all segments lit and no longer flash. This section of training will look at how to maintain the SW5500 to keep it performing properly for years of service. Included in the operator's manual provided with the machine is the scheduled maintenance table, which provides a list of maintenance tasks and their recommended frequency for completion. The actual table will have some differences between battery and engine versions, since engine machines require additional scheduled maintenance. Since this list is long and many of the tasks listed have long maintenance intervals, this training will focus on the more frequently maintained items. Please be sure to review all maintenance tasks in the operator manual and complete them according to schedule and process to maintain proper performance and avoid unscheduled downtime. For further detail or help with any of these maintenance tasks, refer to the service manual or contact an Advance or Nilfisk local service dealer. Refueling and oil check. For engine and engine hybrid machines, to begin the refueling process, drive to the refueling area and turn off the engine if it is running. For LPG machines, close the LPG supply valve on the empty tank. Disconnect the fuel hose from the LPG tank. Open the tank mounting system and remove the empty tank. Install a full tank and secure in place. Reconnect the fuel hose and you can begin cleaning again. For diesel machines, the tank is located just behind the engine underneath the engine compartment cover. Remove the cap and carefully fill the fuel tank and replace the cover. Oil level should be checked on a regular basis. The oil level dipstick is located at the base of the engine as shown in the diagram. To access this area of the machine, tip up the seat panel and prop open and lift off the right side panel. Additional engine maintenance activities like spark plug and air intake filter change are explained in the operator manual. Main broom height adjustment. For the optimal combination of excellent sweeping performance and long broom life, the main broom should be set so bristles are flicking the ground. Setting the broom too low will only result in additional battery draw and reduced broom life. On a weekly basis or every 10 hours of operation, check the main broom height setting. Find a clean, flat spot on the floor and drive the SW5500 machine to it and set the parking brake. Create a main broom polish pattern on the floor to determine the current broom setting. The SW5500 has a built-in system to help with this task. Lower the main broom to the floor using the one-touch sweep system activation button on the control panel. press and hold the one-touch button for 3 seconds. The broom will run for 30 seconds without the machine moving forward, and the display screen will show this image and count down. Raise the broom again by pressing the one-touch system activation button again. Release the parking brake and pull the machine forward, revealing the main broom polish pattern on the floor. The polish pattern width should fall in a range of 0.8 to 1.6 inches or 2 to 4 centimeters. If outside of this range, adjust the main broom height knob and retest. Note that for uneven surfaces, the broom will need to be set a little lower to assure the lowest points of the surface are swept. While adjusting the main broom down and this icon appears, then you have reached the end of the useful life and you should replace the main broom. Side broom adjustment. Activate the sweep system and side brooms. The floor contact area should be as shown for the right-hand broom and the mirror image for the left-hand broom. The system for adjusting the side broom height is located and accessible from the front of the machine. Loosen the locking nut labeled C in this image. Turn the side broom height adjustment knob D. Turn it counterclockwise to lower the broom height and increase the contact pattern. Once adjusted, tighten the locking nut C again. If your machine has a second side broom, repeat the process for the other side. Battery electrolyte fill level check for flooded wet batteries. Batteries that get low on water will have their runtime and usable life significantly degraded. To check battery water level, tip seat forward. Carefully remove caps one by one and look at the water level. Water level should be above plates but below the top of the fill well. If level is low, add distilled water to the cells. Repeat the process for each cell or cap of the battery. Caution: inside the battery is a powerful electrolyte acid and water mix. Avoid contact with it, use protective equipment, and wash hands after servicing. Dust filter inspection and replacement. A poorly maintained dust filter will greatly increase the amount of fugitive dust a sweeper releases, so a properly maintained filter is a must to assure good dust control. Inspect the filter weekly or any time that dust control performance has degraded. To access the filter, tip the operator seat forward and then release the two latches at the rear of the machine and lift up on the filter cover and latch it in the locked position. The lock system lock and release is located on the right side. Lift out and inspect the dust filter. Assure that it is clean and not damaged and that there is not a dried dirt or mud buildup on the bottom dirty side of the filter. Verify that the filter seals are in good condition. Replace the filter if necessary. To help assure proper airflow through the filter, removing the filter and gently tapping it against the floor will help remove dust that has not released from the filter shaking action. It is also possible to use pressurized air to carefully blow out any dust. Direct the air at the clean side of the filter media to liberate additional dust. Do not operate the sweeping system without a dust filter in place. Reinstall the filter and release the lock and lower the filter cover back into place and lock it into place with the two latches. Main broom removal. Turn off the sweep system, park, and turn off the machine. Remove the main broom access door by opening the two latches, pivoting the door out and removing it. Pull forward on the indicated black knob. That will allow the broom support arm to pivot out along with the dust control skirt as shown. Pull out the main broom, being careful since the bristles can be sharp on the ends or have sharp debris between the bristles. Reassemble the system in reverse order. Note: when reassembling, the end of the main broom with the hex opening should be put into the opening first. This hex opening must engage the broom drive hub on the far side of the broom chamber in order for the broom to operate properly. If replacing the main broom, be sure to adjust the broom height using the previously discussed procedure. Side broom removal. After safely parking and turning off the machine, remove the locking pin shown in the picture. No tools are required. Slide broom off the drive shaft and replace. The protection disc flange may slide off of the broom during this process. Be sure to install the protection disc along with the new side broom. Reinstall the locking pin. Repeat for the other side if a second side broom is included. DustGuard Maintenance. If the optional DustGuard system is not giving consistent spray, the filter and tip should be cleaned with the following process. Remove the yellow cap at the DustGuard spray head by twisting it 1/4 turn. Remove the spray nozzle and filter. Clean the spray nozzle and filter. Soaking in a scale removal solution can help remove any calcium buildup and dry deposits on the spray tips. Reassemble the filter, nozzle, seal, and yellow cap. The DustGuard water tank has a filter located behind the left side panel, which should be cleaned on occasion. Remove the side panel to gain access to the filter shown here. Unscrew the clear cover to access the metal screen filter for cleaning. Additional display screen information. While using the SW5500, a number of other images may appear in the display. Here's what they mean. The wrench icon indicates that a fault has been detected that requires service. Contact your local or Nilfisk service center for help in correcting the problem. For SW5500s that have an engine, there are some additional information icons that may be displayed that are similar to what you would see on your car dashboard. If this image appears, the engine has reached a high enough temperature that it needs to cool down to prevent damage. If low oil pressure image appears, shut down the machine and check the oil. The engine for this machine has a low oil safety limit that will automatically shut down engine if oil is too low. The battery image will appear if the alternator is not putting out voltage to recharge the batteries, just like in a car. The SW5500 Sweeper allows certain machine settings to be custom configured. Customizable settings include side broom speed, filter shaker activation time, machine maximum speeds, battery type, and automatic shutoff time delay. Refer to the operator's manual for additional details on customizable settings and the specific steps to set them up. After successfully completing this module, you will be able to explain SW5500 components and their function, describe items that should be inspected before use, describe how to inspect the main and side brooms, explain the steps necessary to start the sweeping system, describe how to efficiently and safely sweep, understand the broom's often neutral functionality, describe how to adjust the main broom height, explain how to remove and replace the main broom, describe how to properly store the machine at end of shift, explain how to fill and maintain the optional DustGuard system, and list daily and routine maintenance items.
Visit us on the web at nilfisku.com. Nilfisk University is the cleaning equipment industry's most comprehensive web-based training and interactive learning resource. Your degree in success is just a click away at Nilfisk University.